Inflation in America isn't quite back to the 2% that the Federal Reserve would like it to be, but it's close and getting there. Headline inflation is down to 2.5%, and core inflation, where they take out food and energy, was steady at 3.2%. A US rate cut, though, seems locked in for next week, but it probably won't be the big one. It'll just be the usual 0.25%. And the only problem America still has with inflation is housing. This chart shows core inflation with and without housing. So what they call shelter inflation, mainly rent, is still above 5%. But the decline in headline CPI was well received by the markets, and the S&P 500 rose 1%, the Nasdaq 2%, and the Nikkei in Japan 3.5%. One negative on the US market last night was Trump Media and Technology Group, the company controlled by the former president that owns his social media thing called Truth Social. It's seen as a way to bet on whether he'll win the election, because if he does, his company will probably make a lot of money. And, well, the price slumped after the debate and Taylor Swift's endorsement of Kamala Harris. Investors couldn't decide which of those was worse for the Republican candidate. The Australian market zipped up 1% with solid gains by banks and miners. 9 entertainment shares fell quite a lot following the resignation of CEO Mike Sneesby, but that's not very unusual for this stock, especially in the 3.5 years since Mr Sneesby took over in April 2021, since when it has fallen 58%. And that's not normally the thing that encourages CEO longevity. On commodity markets, iron ore and oil and copper went up, gold fell, and the Australian dollar went up because the US dollar fell. And that's finance.